And here we have WeffJebster and JCopes4Life in group AC.
Which she knows because she's in the same group.
Yep, and they both started in different places. Nice. Oh my god, yep. Flippers right off the bat.
Flippers in Sanctuary. I never get Flippers early in Seeds that I've been doing, so
I think that's the first time I've seen them so early.
Wonder if early Swamp or early Ice Palace is going to be required at some point. Or maybe a trip to the Waterfall Ferry.
Yeah.
So I've come prepared. Not only do I have a thing of water at my side, I have 2 things of water at my side. So it's a good thing they got these flippers, because it's a lot of water they're going to have to deal with this seed.
Just
rupees with the 1 kill setup. Wonder what the bush crab has. Hopefully bombs. Nice. Just single bomb drops, but that's better than nothing. Better than having to pay 50 rupees at the shop for bombs. I didn't quite catch what Weff found, but JCopes will... Okay, just a heart piece.
Yeah. Looks like Weff didn't pick up the crab item. So he doesn't have any bombs
I guess he's
yet.
just going to assume he'll find bombs in, like, Blind's Hut or something.
It's kind of a risk to assume that sometimes, because you might not get them.
I think the last crab... Ooh, a bottle this early.
With a B. Nice.
Shout out to Vitor. I think that's a given at this point.
It's nice to have the B pretty early, because when you go down to the mini Moldworm Cave, if you don't have a weapon by then, it can take them all out for you.
That's a really good point. It kind of sucks going in there with bombs. I mean, if you have like a boomerang or hook shot, it's not that big of a deal, but even then, that sounds a lot better than using bombs.
Definitely.
So we're just going through the motions right now with the standard like layout. Neither of them going to Uncle though first. I know that's something that some players like TGH will go for at times, just to get that out of the way. They can also immediately get a tree and set up a one kill manip on it or whatever.
It's a little harder though because the guards there take more than just one sign to the face.
So up gambling Fire Rod for the first
wow.
Justin. Oh my goodness. Not getting bombs out of it, but he'll have enough money for a bottle vendor. So that gamble unfortunately didn't work out, but early Fire Rod, what kind of... I don't know what the seed's trying to tell us right now.
I don't know.
Maybe like Ice Rods and Swamp, or Ice? If they're both even like required dungeons, let alone... I mean, regardless of their status. With VT26, another B bottle.
Wow.
With VT26... Blue Mail. This Kagariko's packing right now. Still no bombs for Weff.
Well, he didn't miss anything in Blindside. It was only a full heart.
Yeah, I actually didn't notice myself. I wasn't paying attention. But a Power Glove.
They're gonna start getting places really fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that they can both full clear Kakariko with the bottle. I mean, they won't have boots for library, but that's a small chance of having something anyway, so. But yeah, Fire Rod this early is big. Fire Rod could be almost anywhere in V226. I know it's I know with like earlier logics, like in 18, it and other progression items could be in we're more likely, I think, to be in the overworld. Yeah. If I'm correct, I'm not sure if I am.
It has seemed like it's been in overworld a lot lately.
Oh, an ether from Chicken House.
Nice.
Hopefully we're both kind of going on the same page. Hopefully neither of us is too behind.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much on the together on that.
Okay, that was just the assumption I made. I'm at the 4-minute 29-second mark. Man, my insecurity is really showing right now. It's great.
You're fine.
It's okay. I'm actually fine. I just love self-deprecating humor. It's kind of the bane of my existence sometimes, because I do it too much, but I don't care. Alright, so Weff going back for his items. We won't be finding too much. Ooh, a fairy.
Looks like Jacobs is refilling up his bombs.
And I agree with this. He barely has rupees. He'd rather have enough for you know, potentially having to go to pay Kiki to get into the pod. And then it's just that, you know, 100 less rupees to have to get to 500 in the case of Zora having something.
Yeah.
So what'll be interesting is after they're done in Kakariko, if there's going to be another divergence, whether we'll see a play to Hyrule Castle for the uncle and the other item there in the secret hallway, or if one of them will go to the dam sooner, and then maybe the mini Molder Cave. They do have Fire Rod, but no magic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed that.
I missed that too. Shoot.
It looked like something important, or maybe bombs. I don't know.
With gambling right away for the race game here, and it's okay because Weff's gonna go right for that item anyway. So
if you
I'll take extra care to see what this item was.
Oh, it was Bloomerang in the library? Okay.
Oh, just Bloomerang, huh? That is interesting. I mean, it's not really important, but it is a nice item in the heart container. I mean, Jacob should just get this. I would get it this early on. Even with Blue Mail, you know, Dark World will still be pretty crazy if you're not too careful, so... But Weff, though, may skip it. We'll see.
That looks like Eastern is Crystal 5, and both Desert and Hera are crystals as well.
Neat. Hopefully we don't see something bow-locked in a Fat Fairy fountain. Or lamp-locked, either.
Alright, looks like Jacob's going north and Weff is going south. Nice. Oh, he's skipping the dam.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Maybe because he has flippers, he knows he can just make the Swamp House play at some point.
That's true. That could definitely save some time. And look, he's about to do the B strats.
I don't know. I mean, with it being early game, like, yes, they have Power Glove, but that's kind of useless without them having something like the lamp to get through Death Mountain. Unless, of course, they can do the Old Man completely in the dark, which I know an increasing number of players are doing that. So bombs, 300 rupees, more bombs, so he's good to go probably for the rest of the run. Assuming he'll get good bomb drops later on. And, you know, once he gets a sword too, he'll have a... He won't be in need as much for bombs.
Yeah. Oh,
but a sword from the dam!
Oh no!
That's big!
That is... Oh no. And then Weff skipped it.
That's why I always go for the dam play, because it's not that out of the way, and you get those two items out of the way early, so... Like, yes, it's technically a time loss, but that's not a gamble you want to take all the time, and it proves to be the case here.
Yeah, it's one of the items that is available, you know, starting at the very beginning, so it could always be something useful there.
Maybe Weff will, like, hack the game's code.
Oh,
wow, so...
Holy crap.
Those flippers are incredibly important. Hopefully we'll see Jacobs go for, Hobo here as well. He might not, though. He might just go for Waterfall Fairy, and then from there, just, I mean, I don't know, because with flips, you know, Hobo's right there, so... And then you can also go back and go to Waterfall Fairy afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Hobo emotes. That's fantastic.
Oh, wow. Now, looks like he's going straight to Ice Rod Cave first.
Unless you forgot that he has flippers and he's trying to do, he's gonna try to do the fake flipper setup. Nah, he's just going to Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because then you can just dive in the water and just swim. We'll see, though.
Oh. There's also...
That's actually something I didn't consider with flips, because I'll try to do fake flippers anyway, so... yeah, just being able to get immediate access to Hobo like that, it's big. And then a good save on that bombs. Ice Rod Cave not having anything really that special, unless, I don't know, early bone, early silvers, but, you know, arrow drops really aren't that big of an issue for the most part.
Yeah. I wonder if JCopes is going to go into this cave down here, because it's got 20 rupees in it, guaranteed. And
I've actually
he's
never gone
almost
that cave.
he's almost at 500.
Yeah. Question is whether or not he'll, yeah, I wonder. I guess he's saving up for Zora. But will he go to 600? Will he go to at least 610 rupees and have that safety amount for Pod? They can't go there yet, but you know, Pod has 5 items and it could be a crystal dungeon. So.
Oh, Ice Rod in the back of Escape.
Oh my god, the early rods! That's extra trolly if TR turns out to be a pendant dungeon.
Yeah.
And it very well could be, even with this rod placement. Did they find anything else in the bomb wall area of sewers, or was it just Ice Rod?
It was just Ice Rod. Ice Rod key and a map. I've been seeing a lot of pendant T-Rocks.
Oh, JCopes not going for Hobo.
Oh.
That could cost him. Yeah. Oh no, he's back here. No, he's going. I didn't realize that was actually kind of, well, not necessarily faster, but oh, I see. He saved and quit just in case Zora has nothing. That way you can keep all those rupees.
That's true. That could happen.
And I mean, just because he has flippers doesn't necessarily mean that Zora's going to have anything valuable, because you don't need flippers to go to Zora.
Nope. All you need.
And they already have power gloves, so they can go straight to Zora right away anyway.
Yeah. All you need is power gloves, and the seats or the
JCopes
logic says you can go there.
Choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing some practice, and the seat I was playing last night had Moon Pearl in Big Chest and Pendant Desert, so.
Alright, and Weff is going to Sahasrara and then probably over to Eastern. And these are ones that I've seen people wait for a while to use them. Or to go there. And sometimes it... Oh,
I had a feeling
flute!
That flute was in there.
Oh,
there's another sword upgrade!
Alright, and he's caught up on that now.
I can't believe how close these... Like, this race is still close, even though, you know, we're only 12 minutes in. Like, no one is significantly behind. Yeah. Except for the Ice Rod play, but...
Yeah, but that's not needed until you absolutely need it.
But given that they have gloves, hopefully JCopes doesn't forget. And goes into sewers. Okay, he may just save and quit after doing this. He has an extra 300 rupees, but... I don't know, but having 800 rupees or so, or even just a guaranteed 500 is better than the 300 he'll have left over, so...
Yeah.
And then since there's nothing on the ledge, as we just saw, yeah, I would probably go for just the reset. All right, so WeffJebster playing the completely silent edition of the Link to the Past Rando National Anthem. I unfortunately do not know the lyrics, so you'll have to forgive me.
I don't know them either.
Oh, and...
Oh, no.
Oh, he's saving and quitting, though!
Yeah, he's still got the Moon Pearl, so...
Oh, that's right. That's actually really... At least he has that extra 300 rupees, so...
Oh, wow. Weff went going straight toward the dam, and he's gonna get his sword right here, so... He's definitely, catching up and probably pulling ahead a little bit. Oh, and actually, looks like JCopes is heading towards Eastern as well, so he'll be getting his flute.
His musical instrument.
And his Master Sword.
Not Ocarina. The recorder.
Okay. So they kind of deviated a little bit, and then they kind of went back together. So it's going to be interesting to see just how far differently they're going to go.
Also, I'm going to admit, my face was full of food when they found flute the first time. So it's like, oh my god, so good! As I'm just eating this delicious pad thai. I'm not ashamed. It's good food. I'm glad I'm eating this.
Sounds good. Alright, we got our first Agina. Agina? Check
Aghanims, distant first cousin, twice removed. Also former roommate.
It looks like JCopes is continuing on from Sahasrara and going into Eastern, so...
I wonder if he's going for, Lamp here.
Oh!
What did you just find? The Titan's Bit? Oh my god.
The Titan's Bit. Nice, so he's got access to the Dark World now.
Yeah, now he doesn't necessarily, have complete access. He can do everything except for, like, Eastern Dark World. So
yeah.
He can't go to Fat Fairy and he can't go to Pod yet.
Nope.
He will need Hammer for that. So even despite, and then also the fact that the pyramid item is also locked away too. So, oh no, wait, they have flippers. They have access. Yeah, so Aghanim's not going to be required.
Oh.
Unless pyramid item has hammer. Oh no, I'm dumb because North Dark World. So I'm getting way too ahead of myself.
I think they can get there because they got the gloves and the flippers.
Yeah, so they can just go in the river and then swim the catfish. And then go down from there to pyramid.
Okay.
This seed is way too kind. Dark World has to be trolly. There's going to be something locked away in Skullwoods again, and they're going to have to make the early Skullwoods play.
No, they're going to get done in like an hour and 10 minutes and deprive us of
world record
a great race.
Main channels are you watching? This is the true skill level of these players right here. They're the actual number 1 and 2 seeds. More money.
And I gotta race these guys later.
You gotta learn from the legends. The best players around.
Oof, only bombs in the big chest.
Okay, so JCopes, I guess, knows the setup for Dark. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. I've done it myself like once or twice.
Yeah,
it's still annoying, but it's not that bad. Because you have Blue Mail and you have Stolfos to worry about. Like, they're not even that big of an issue. And with the sword too, it's really easy just to navigate through. Oh, Sakura, come on now. If I wanted bad puns, I'd get Cross Product in here to commentate with us. I'm sorry, it's still a good pun. I mean, a good bad pun. I like it. I appreciate it. Please don't ban me forever. Yeah, that banana hat looks pretty cute. I was gonna say, like, if Weff wasn't able to get a sword right away, he could just take the hat off. And obviously, it's like oh god, what's the hat's name in Minish Cap? Aslo, I think it is. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it. Oh, so Armos has the 3rd item. So that's so Eastern not going to be really required.
Unfortunate.
Found, unless Armos had something good. So, but no double dip in Eastern required.
Oh, and apparently there was a map check in the Dark World that I didn't notice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Swamp Palace is green, and Ice Palace and Skullwoods not.
And Ice Palace being independent. My goodness.
Wow. It was giving you flippers right off the bat and then making those both pendants. That's not.
Yeah, I would. I still would. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it came in Thieves Town.
Nice.
Oh my god! Shoutouts to Phantom Rio. Those are some pretty interesting dungeons to have pendants.
Yeah.
At the very least, though, if they could find Hammer, and if they don't need any other medallions, I wonder if early Turtle is actually going to be required.
Yeah,
because Weff has both rods, and JCopes just needs to go to the sewers.
That's true. They have full access to T-Rock right now.
Well, they don't yet because they need Hammer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Unless
I
you
was
find
forgot.
timer right here. Oh, the shield. Okay. That's a nice little consolation prize. I'm always happy when I find at least one shield.
I don't know, I've had to do without shields a lot lately.
Yeah. But I also play with the Luigi sprite, so I just, whenever I can get full view of the sprite moving around, it's amazing. Whenever he prays at the Desert Palace entrance with Book, he drinks tea.
Cute.
From, it's a Superstar Saga reference, I think. It's hilarious. Or it might be coffee, I'm sorry. Because it's, the Bean Kingdom. I get those stat-boosting beans. So I'm a little disappointed that neither runner has, chosen a separate sprite, but, for, whether they need visual cues for bomb jumps, I actually don't blame them. I still want Luigi, though. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the Waluigi inevitable one comes out.
Unfortunately, JCopes, his adventure in Death Mountain didn't return anything.
I guess Weff isn't used to the setup to hit that switch. All you have to do is just walk past it and then just turn around and throw it down and you're good to go. It is a little more annoying if you have to go, let's say you accidentally die and you have to make a second trip through to activate that switch.
Yeah.
Then you just have to hit it from the bottom, and I feel like that's more annoying than the top for some reason. Might just be personal stuff. So JCopes can actually, if he gets enough keys, he can, well no, he won't be able to, I think, because he'll need a key from sewers from the other side. But with an easy save quit, I mean, sewers really isn't that out of the way, so I don't imagine he won't skip sewers from doing this.
Yeah, maybe when he's gotten through all the way to Zelda's chest, he might save and quit and go to Sanctuary to get the second half of it. Another shield.
There's the second shield. Mirror shield required, seed incoming. Let's go. That actually will be nice if they can't get Cape or Burn up, and they have to go to a laser skip room.
Cape and Burn are both on a laser bridge.
They can't be though, because no, I think they can be if you have at least one of the other items.
If they have the mirror shield, it can be.
Yeah. And then vice versa, if you have Cape and Burn, a mirror shield could be there too, or just a progressive shield. Period. Okay, so I don't remember how many items Weff picked up. I don't know if he's picked up 3 or 4. I'm guessing 3. So that means I think blind or the chest will have something.
Yeah, hopefully it's blind so he doesn't have to go back in, because that's one of the worst, because it's only the one item that you need to get the one chest, and it sucks having to go back in there.
Yeah, I was watching Wild Anaconda's stream yesterday. He was doing some practice in open mode, and he ended up needing to go back to Thieves Town because Fire Rod was in chest, and he had done the other 3 items and beaten blind. So Red Mail from Zelda's, wow. So both, 23 minutes in, and they have, and JCopes has full mail upgrades.
Wow.
That's incredible. So
wow, that was an
he has Master Sword too, so assuming he'll find Pepper, which I'm pretty sure. Boots from blind! Wow!
Holy crap!
That's not too bad. Thieves Town is a great, Crystal Thieves Town's great because you need to clear it anyway, and it's such a great opportunity for a relatively early Dark World game because it's right there. You're almost always going to conquer Village of Outcasts first. So yeah, wow, this seed has been incredibly friendly. Unless we get, of course, Ice Palace or Swamp Palace being the troll. And the last race I commentated happened to be the case with Pendant Ice, or no, it was Crystal Ice Palace, I think. But the big chest ended up having the bow, so JCopes finding Titans finally, so he'll be very happy to finally go to Dark World.
Yeah.
Still no mirror though. It's technically not required this run because of oh no, I'm sorry. It could be because if they don't find Hammer, or if Tower of Hera has Hammer.
That's true.
So that's the only case where it wouldn't be required, is if Hammer's not entirely repaired.
All right.
And I don't think there was a progression item on the island in Lake Hylia, so.
Nope. Oh no, he
Thanks for
got to High
clarifying.
Cave and he doesn't have any bombs.
Oh no! Oh, no bombs though.
I've noticed a problem with WeffJebster. It looks like he's like double pressing his buttons, and every time he drops a bomb, he drops 2.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He has. I think these have bombs. These skulls here. Oh no, it's a bomb shop. What am I thinking? We'll just buy more. He has 650 rupees. He's good.
So not too much of a delay, but.
So I agree with JCopes here going to Skullwoods. It's quick. There's only 2 items. Even though it's a pendant dungeon, you never know what you can find here. So.
Is there a reasoning behind skipping that first chest? Oh, he's coming back. Okay.
Yeah, probably just not losing any time doing it.
Making
High Cave has a mushroom. Oh no.
Oh no.
Mushroom to powder to mushroom again. No. Mushroom to powder to shovel, or in another order to like maybe lamp. That'd be funny. I hope it's a chain of fetch quest items.
God, no. Yeah, that bomb shop in the Dark World, it actually fills up your bombs completely. I think for
100 rupees? Wow, that's that's actually kind of worth it in a sense. And he has a couple of bomb upgrades too. He has 3, or he has plus 15 bombs on top of the, I think, 10 you start with. So. Yeah, but Weff though, those boots are gonna be huge. He's just gonna be increasing his lead even more until JCopes goes to Thieves Town. In terms of movement, it's just that the time save over the course of the run will be pretty significant. But since JCopes has to go to Thieves Town anyway, yeah, he'll be getting boots. Just because Blind has them.
Oh. Oh, is it?
Oh, it's 30 bombs for 100 rupees. Thank you, Clifford. And tempered from Skull. Wow. So not necessarily a progression item, but.
Holy crap!
And the bow from.
Oh, the bow from.
Dude, High Cave with the delayed gratification.
Oh wow.
That's incredible. So I wasn't entirely. I was only partially right with Skullwoods. I mean, oh, I guess JCopes wants to complete Skullwoods in case of maybe like a required pedestal speed. Like it's not, it doesn't have that many more rooms to go through, and you never know what the second item has. Oh, and he doesn't have Kane yet because he didn't go to what was it? Pyro Castle, right? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Was it Thieves Town? It was
Thieves Town again. It was Thieves Town,
right? It was
the
first chest, I think.
So we have to do the slow statue push here, but it's really not that big of a deal. Now the question is whether or not the other sword upgrade is in somewhere not very accessible, like Ganon's Tower or Mire or something.
Yeah. Although with Tempered's not bad. The difference between the upgrade from Master to Tempered is like way more than Tempered to.
Oh yeah, that's my point, because Weff still has Master Sword, which is still respectable enough compared to Fighter Sword, but Tempered is huge. Tempered is absolutely huge for this run.
And have it so early.
But I mean, Weff, both these players seem pretty seasoned with their routing, so I can't imagine Weff will be thinking, hey, I have Fire Rod. Like, I can full clear Skullwoods if I need to. And he's almost teleporting to oh, he is teleporting. He might go to Skullwoods.
We'll see if he completes Skullwoods, because JCopes actually left before going into the last part of Skullwoods.
Maybe he's thinking, I doubt Skullwoods is going to have 2 items of significance.
I guess. I don't think he got the second item.
Yeah, he'll be able to go to Thieves Town, Weff did purple chest, I think, right? And the swordsmith. I don't think they had anything, right? So
Did you do those already?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, which is my fault.
If you did them, they were really quick.
Yeah. Plus, it's naturally you're gonna go to Hype Cave anyway. You really want to go to Hype Cave, regardless. So.
Yeah. I don't think
It's
he's
just...
done the frog rescue yet.
Anyways, Jacob's gonna get boots eventually here.
Yep.
He's here to stay in Thieves Town. Gets his cane. And boots may be required too because of the Desert Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially Ganon's Tower if either of those have the big key or, you know, something else required on the torch.
Even if there's something good in Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb.
Boomerang required boot slot seed. Go to the library, win the game.
It looked like Meyer needed ether to get in.
Oh,
so
and he has
anytime
immediate access,
go
so...
in. Yep. Looked like he decided not to go in.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
That early?
He maybe wants to get tempered first.
And
He also
without the
doesn't have
lantern?
silver arrow. Oh, no lantern either. Yeah, that's a big one.
I think that's one of the hardest, like, practically just the first single room is super hard in dark.
Yeah. I'm just having to remind myself, yeah, Bash, don't you know dark rooms are a thing? You've played this game before, right? I'd be like, oh yeah, I have.
And that first one's especially bad because it's hard to get the block onto the right spot and those things do the same amount of damage whether you have green or red mail.
I will be completely upfront. I've watched the Springs tournament before I even beat the game casually. Like, I gave it a shot on the GBA when I was a kid, and I just was like, this is too hard, and I'm just too used to, you know, the 3D games being a lot more casual friendly.
Yeah. This is a game I never beat myself. Back in the day, I just watched my mother play it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I finally took time and beat it right around when the spring tournament was nearing its end, so... You know, even though I'd watched a bunch of the gameplay, and there was still a good number of surprises there for me, so I was very happy to finally beat it. Looks like our restreamer was just syncing up the timers on both ends.
It looks like Weff was trying to get the what do you call it? The
quick Stalfos kill pots, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep aiming it downwards. You have to actually I think what you have to do is get the upright pot, go to the trigger, which is like right above where the center pot is, kill the Stalfos to the right, and then go back up to the corner, and then kill the Stalfos on the like upper left corner.
It looks like Weff is not confident with his dark rooms, or decided that since there's a dark room, he doesn't have lantern, that it won't have anything he needs, I guess.
Oh yeah, and Elias, our dear tracker here, is reminding us of his terrible seed he had yesterday, where a blind pull Quake medallion was required at pedestal.
Oh, no.
Like, book was nowhere to be found, and they full cleared like everything in every dungeon they possibly could go to. And Quake was needed to enter Crystal Mire, so Weff's gonna clear up north. Oh no, he went to King's Tomb, but he didn't go to Pond Cave. I'm actually not sure why he did that, but you know, his routing is way better than mine, so I will trust his judgment as I will trust JCopes. So I wasn't really paying attention to Thieves Town, so I think they found all 4 items. I don't think... I mean, I could have checked the map too, and I might see whether JCopes has trouble and needs to heal or something. If he even has anything to heal with.
Looks like he's gonna do this.
He's gonna be just fine. He's only taking half damage this fight.
Yeah.
Red mail is so nice for blind.
Yeah.
Like, taking 2 hearts of damage is no big deal, but when you have a literal bullet hell of a boss fight, it's just... It adds up.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like Weff is going to be making the potentially Mire slash desert play. Yeah, he's going into the dungeon, I think, so...
Alright.
Or he just wants to avoid the pterodactyl. Oh yeah, he's going in. Now I even checked the checkerboard cave or the other 2 items.
Well, he doesn't have
mirror,
yet.
so we can't check. I just realized he doesn't have mirror yet, so...
Yeah. So he's full on hoping that Mire has something he needs.
Mirror is in Swamp Palace.
Now,
It's funny because I'm wrong.
It's funny because it can't happen.
If you think just hard enough, if you want it to happen, it'll happen. You have to have faith.
No, something like that happens. Boy, we'd have a broken seed. I'm interested to see what's in Mire.
I wonder if JCopes is going to go to Mire and check the medallion. Because he has access to Desert too, so... Yeah.
Oh, no, neither of them have access to Desert.
Wow, what a crazy... That's kind of trolly, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's the first item in Mire. That's really nice, because now they can...
What was that?
Full clear Mire. It was Lamp!
Oh, shoot! I missed it!
Yeah, Lamp was the very first item on the wooden bridge.
Nice. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, and he didn't pick up the key under the skull pot.
No, he didn't.
I forgot. I didn't know about that key for the longest time. In that room in the upper left corner.
It took me a while too. And there's an enemy on the western side that drops a key too.
Yeah.
I think it's right before the room with this, or it's in the room with the switch, I think, and it's this room right here.
This jelly right here.
And then you just take that.
He's got so little health.
The flames.
Nerve-wracking.
I know. These tiles, though, he's fine.
Well, if he tries to come back.
Oh, that's both items. So he's gonna have to clear the dungeon.
Oh, okay, he's got a pot.
I think he fluted to the witch and got the blue potion there, right? So... Unless it was a 3rd bottle. Oh no, they have 3 bottles, so he might have gotten it from the drop.
It's possible. He did visit the... I think he bought it, actually.
Because we know there are 2 B bottles and then something else, so...
They have 2 B bottles and a green potion, so he definitely bought it.
Oh, okay. See, this is why I'm glad you're here, because I'm, like, half paying attention. I'm just so hyped about the race and being able to talk about routing and stuff that I just don't pay attention to the micro levels of just, you know, routing and gambling and what have you.
There's still some that I missed, too, because I forgot where JCopes got his 3rd sword.
Oh, he's looking for Big Key. It might be on the switch locked chest for or it might be in the main room on top. Actually, no, I think the main room has to have a... Oh no, it doesn't have a small key, because this room he was just in has a small key drop, so Big Key could end up being up here. And I think he's trying to make that gamble, otherwise he'll have to go back and get the other key.
Yep. Seen it here. Oh,
and he gets it, so he's done with Mire, he just has to go to Vitreous. Yeah, it was Skullwood's big chest.
Alright.
We don't know where the 4th one is yet, but having some margarine would be kind of cool. Seed I played last night ended up having 2 sword upgrades in Village of Outcasts. It was in the Sea House, and I think the Bomb Bowl House. And then there was Tempered in Thieves Town. It was ridiculous.
Does Weff think he's still looking for another item?
No. JCopes is... oh, no. What is Weff doing? Maybe he thinks there's 3 items. He has everything he needs to clear the dungeon. Oh, he might need a... No, I don't think he needs small keys anymore. He just needs a big key. Because he opened up the room on top, maybe? Oh, no, he needs the 2 keys. No, he needs this key, and then he'll need one more, I think.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might have accidentally wasted time. I'm not sure.
Myers.
Because you only need big key, and then you just have to unlock a door, and then all the other doors are open. So maybe he just wanted to play it safe, be like, okay, I need another key here. Because again, I don't think there's any small key doors past the point where you open that big key door.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
This room is really annoying, having to place the Samaria block.
Yeah.
Because then I'll get hit, and then you clip inside the block, and then it moves around, and see the speed of sound, and then like what's happening right here.
JCopes, no.
That actually hit the. Oh, he's good. Okay.
Okay. He's got to get past the.
Oh, he's low on health.
Spike. Yeah, he gets
no powder either.
Ooh,
oh, he's got to avoid them. Okay, he's good. And he has tempered for the eyeballs. It's not as good as butter, but
yeah, it's still pretty
way
good.
better than having Master Sword or Fighter Sword for this.
Ooh, nice dodge.
Yeah, that's. Apparently, it's pretty consistent to do, or just to be able to time that. But I'm terrible at that. Ooh!
Oh no!
Not good.
Ugh.
Oh, but Weff had to use his potion, and I think JCopes. Oh no, JCopes never.
He never got one.
Got a potion. Yeah, he's gonna have to really clutch it out here.
Oh, and Weff has a bow for this fight.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, bow is great for the eyeballs. That's right. He kind of needs it though, because the sword is just so. It's such a slow. Admittedly reliable, but slow. Oh, and JCopes dies.
Ugh.
He'll at least get 7 hearts, which is nice. But okay, he has the items done. He'll probably just come back. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Oh, never mind.
He's going back in.
He's coming back in.
Even with red mail, there's a lot of stuff that do 1 damage no matter what.
Yeah, Vidrace is a terrifying fight.
Especially on how many hearts they have.
It wouldn't be as big of a deal if they had at least cape, because then they could have just dashed with the eyeballs a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, that's not in play here.
Alright, just slow and steady with the Master Sword, and the eyeball is done.
But even despite that time loss, this race is by no means over. JCopes can still come back just fine.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have bow yet, but he'll end up finding it soon enough when he goes to Hype Cave, so... To get that mushroom.
Yeah, and with the flute, that's a quick drop-off.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It's basically finding the bow at Hype Cave.
I was still hoping for a mushroom to, like, again, like mushroom to powder to shovel. Not necessarily in that order, but, and Weff? Wanting to go to, oh no, he's in, oh, he has the bow, he's gonna clear out Eastern.
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm a little surprised he's not doing Dark, oh, he doesn't have hammer, that's right. But he can go to Dark Palace. I would have maybe made play. Yeah, so, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So, this year I'm unsure about, because they're 40 minutes in and they don't have hammer yet, and you can still do everything you need to do. Oh no, well, except for not having mirror for Graveyard Ledge. But okay, you know what? I think I agree with you. So it was JCopes, I think, that. Which one of them went up to Zora again? Was it JCopes or was it Weff?
They've both went up to Zora by now.
Oh, they both went up. Okay. So, you know, unless the Graveyard Ledge has something in mirrors just somewhere trolly, you know, that's still a fair number of items to get. Like, yeah, it's slower for, you know, at least being more thorough, but then that gets you the setup of going to pod and then, oh, you know, mirror, I'm stupid. I just realized why I'm wrong.
Well, even if they can't go from pod straight to Eastern with the mirror, Pod does. You can get everything in it except for Homostar has if you don't have hammer.
Yeah, and with the 5 items in Pod alone, it's a good gamble to make.
It's also irritating to do without the mirror.
Yeah, maybe instead Weff will want to go to like Pyramid. Because
Maybe.
also, that's probably what he's gonna do. Because Eastern is a Crystal 5 or 6, so.
Yep. Oh yeah, and the other ones,
the mirrors are turning in my head. They are turning. I am learning something here. Okay, yeah. So disregard everything I said about going to North Park World and trying to do that again. No mirror, and then just Fat Fairy. So that's a gamble that I agree with a lot more. And then you could go from there to Pod. So.
Yep, that's a really good move.
Some would say it was pretty calculated. And that'll be nice too if it's like Vanilla Silvers or something. He may be rewarded in some way or another. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Okay, and after having issues in Mire, JCopes decides he wants some safeties as well.
Well, he killed Vitreous though, which is good. So.
Yep.
I didn't see what we got from Eastern. I guess it wasn't that much. I don't think. I think Armos had the last item, so.
Yeah.
Pizza. Thanks.
Pizza? It's pizza. Oh, wait, what? What's pizza?
Pizza Heart.
Oh, okay.
A Pizza Heart.
My bad.
What's amore? Thanks, Clifford. Analyze.
Is there an emote for everything?
Oh, there has to be at this point. I mean, we got Phantom Ryu, Kane, like, Andy has all his stuff. Okay, so not a surprise considering they haven't found Cave yet. Bumper Cave having just bombs.
Yeah. Not much excitement.
Yeah, and this is the route divergence that's happening. Weff is gonna go straight to. Well, I don't know what he's doing actually. Oh, you know what? He's gonna be doing. He might be doing the doors now and purple chest.
Maybe. And it looks like JCopes is doing catfish.
What's Weff doing? Oh, Weff hasn't. No, Weff went to. Oh, well, he doesn't have mirror. Yeah, what is Weff doing? Oh, he's just going. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have. I'm dumb. Yeah, he's going straight to Fat Fairy.
That's gonna be difficult without.
Oh right.
Hammer.
No, you can't do it without hammer.
I just remembered.
What am I doing? I can't even.
Both
explanations both things I was talking about with routing decisions were both wrong. He just
realized.
It's okay, Weff. I'm just as wrong as you are, so we could both share the blame, and you don't have to feel as bad. So don't worry. I totally agree with that decision. Go ahead and kill these enemies. Gotta see that explosion. Let's go.
I didn't
nothing. It has no hitbox or something.
Oh no.
Like I know it doesn't hurt Link, but yeah, it's disappointing.
And he's deciding
I wonder if
next.
Yeah, like if Turtle Rock has.
Oh, I just realized when we were talking about Pod, they can't go to Pod either because they need Hammer to get there. From the direction that he was going.
Yeah,
they gotta go the long way around.
He could take the warp though here. There's a warp in this lake, and then he can go to Catfish, and then he can walk down to Pod.
Yeah. Okay.
So he can check the pyramid item, and he can check Pod, but he can't do Fat Fairy yet. He'll need Hammer.
It looks like JCopes just checked.
Or correction, he'll need either Hammer or Mirror.
Yeah. Okay. Looks
Did
like
Jacobs go to
pod.
Catfish?
He went to Catfish. It was a +5 arrow upgrade, I think.
Well, hey, that was worth it.
10, one of the others.
You need him for pod. Well, besides, he'll need it in case pod is bow locked for actually getting into the rest of the dungeon. Because it is possible for that to happen. Like, yeah, you can technically enter it, but if you get anything besides a small key in that first chest, you're kind of screwed until
JCopes doesn't have
until you have bow.
He doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't have bow. That's
bow. It's bow. Oh no!
Oh my god, my commentary is an absolute train wreck, dude. So bad.
Oh, I thought he had bow because what has bow?
Yeah, like obviously they both went to High Cave. Like assumptions.
Yeah, that's where we would have went.
Well, he might be okay here. I mean, more often than not, I usually get small key here, but I don't know, dude. He might be wrong. Okay, he can. So, I mean, he still has to come back. He had the double dip here, but you know, at least we're trying to find anything else, hookshot maybe, or well, no, hookshot's not actually required because of swamp. Oh no, but Ice Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Palace is also a pendant.
Yeah, hook.
The only case then would be if Ganon's tower has left side key.
Hook not required for crystal to get all 7 crystals.
I mean, it only would be if an Ice Palace check has to be done.
Yeah,
or of course Swamp Palace too. So
that is true.
So yeah, I guess Flippers might have just only led a Moon Pearl for the seed. Unless pod is something required, then if it has hammer, then yeah, it absolutely is required for that too.
Oh, let's be right there. Nope.
I don't know if they both hover. Not that many runners I know hover.
Yeah, I haven't seen it much.
Bomb jump setup, so if they have to go to Ice Palace, I would not be surprised if they do the switch skip to the bomb jump there.
I actually don't know how to get
through
Ice Palace.
If they want to full clear Ice Palace, then they don't want to actually do that because Big Key might actually, if Big Chest has an item and then Big Key is like in the eastern side of Ice Palace, then they don't actually want to do the bomb jump there. They'll want to do it in the hookshot cave instead, or they'll want to do it in the hookshot room with the jellyfish.
Right.
Unless they get hookshot by them, which that would be a moot point.
Okay, let's see what Pod has for us. He hasn't gotten any item.
Yeah, I know. There's gonna be all these dark rooms though, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Big key right off the bat. So he doesn't have to go back and get it.
Oh, and hammer was here, so flippers were required for this dungeon too. That's still a shame though, because Weff's gonna be really glad. Weff's gonna be so glad to come here, but so not quite vanilla hammer, but close enough.
Hammer in pod is the worst.
I had a feeling hammer was gonna be in here, but
there wasn't much else it could have been.
You're right though. I mean, I'm glad I'm actually right about something with seed, but
unfortunately, JCopes doesn't have the bow.
Yeah, and he's not gonna find it. So now the question is, will he do more overworld exploration? I mean, he'll want to. He doesn't have. Well, then again, he has East Side Death Mountain access now, so he might take a while to actually check Death Mountain unless he realizes, hey, Hype Cave's right there. I should do that. An empty bottle.
And it may work out for him if he finds Demir before he finds the bow. So
yeah, I mean, he's still not gonna have. Yeah, he's still not gonna have as efficient of a Dark Palace just because of the double dip, but oh yeah, he's going here, so he'll probably yeah, he's probably checking Hype Cave right now.
Yep.
Because he hasn't completed Eastern, so Bat Fairy isn't a thing. He'll want to check Pyramid Ledge, but yeah, hopefully he knows. Trying to get that pixel perfect hammer. Oh, but speaking of Pyramid Ledge, just a heart piece.
Yeah, JCopes actually went up and checked Pyramid Ledge already.
Okay.
Yep.
My bad.
On his way over to pod.
Again, all the important stuff happens to one player when I'm looking at the other player. But then Jeff, though, is still wondering where Hammer might be, so... But he's going to pod now, so... Yeah, he's going to be just fine here.
Yep.
But all that JCopes has to do is just beat Helmasaur. So in the time that Weff has to start exploring the dungeon to get Hammer, JCopes will have time to go to Mushroom, which he's doing right now. So he's going to get his bow and go straight back to pod. Oh, not straight back to pod, but he'll have to take a little bit of a detour through Village of Outcasts again, just to make it back. Oh no, I'm thinking he doesn't need Mirror. No, he has Hammer and... I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought he needed Mirror for any reason. Yeah, so he'll go straight to pod right after this. Like, without question. And then he'll beat Eastern right away, too. So yeah, we got still a pretty tight race right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Weff is still ahead because of Eastern, and JCopes still has to beat Arm. I mean, I think JCopes and Weff were both did the double dip in Eastern, so... Or will end up doing the double dip in Eastern, respectively.
Well, looks like JCopes is going to Eastern first.
Yeah, okay. And like, with Bo, they have everything they unless Turtle Rock ends up being a search for a medallion. But then again, with Hammer, they have all that access to, you know, like 9 chests or something like that because of Screw Bunny Cave and then the 7 chests in Eastern Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And they still haven't gone to Hera yet.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing they need right now is Mirror.
Well, they don't need Mirror anymore for Hera because,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, they can't get across if they don't have Hookshot.
Oh, you're right.
So either Mirror or Hookshot to get to Tower.
Yeah, no, okay, never mind. Hookshot or Mirror. I mean, it could be hidden somewhere like Ice Palace, I think.
Yeah.
That would be terrible if it was an Ice Palace. Like Mirror and Hookshot and Ice Palace, and then like Swamp having something. I mean, not that would be the case anymore because they have almost everything. They'd be in Go mode at that point. So yeah, they're maybe only 1 or 2 items away from Go mode.
Yeah.
Which, given that they're only an hour in, it's pretty fast.
Not bad.
Although that'll change everything if a tablet has something or a pedestal.
Oof.
Well,
Boing,
pedestal,
boing,
there's
boing.
magic powder. And JCopes didn't get that because, again, you know, right side pod, he didn't want to do it, no bow, so. And he had no need to go that way too.
He may go there if he's still missing an item from it.
Oh no, he still wouldn't be able to get powder. Powder is bow locked, so. Because the left side entrance into that room from the switch room is the ledge below, or is the floor below it. So.
Well, I mean, when JCopes goes back in, if he, I don't know if he'll go straight towards Helmasaur or if he'll check those last 2 items.
Yeah, S Diesel says that they'll need Hookshot way more, and I think it's going to be Hookshot more than Mirror.
Yeah, Hookshot will get them, you know, they'll have to get across the Moldworm too, but Mirror can
that's
get them
right, you still need
to
that. Right.
Ganon's
Hookshot's
power.
required regardless, that's right. I'm dumb. Moldworm 2 is a thing.
But still, if it has Mirror, then Hookshot could be in
somewhere
in Ganon's Tower.
I keep forgetting about Moldorm. You're like, oh, you don't need Hookshot, just oh yeah.
No, just
you know how to hover?
Hover on the fly.
Just call Andy over. He'll consult. Just you know, wait a couple hours for his flight if you're on the West Coast. Or if you're in Europe, just have him, you know, fly cross country. Wait a few hours and then let him just hover his way over, and then he gets to go back home. He gets a free Twitch sub out of it because obviously you'd sub to him for doing such a great deed. And there's Hammer. So Weff is happy. He can complete the dungeon in one go. I'm getting really curious about Silvers, though. They still haven't found them. Could be locked away in a swamp, or I don't know, maybe Ganon's tower.
Silvers can just be absolutely anywhere.
Yep.
And that's the worst part.
You mean the best part, right?
God.
Just like how this this logic lets basically any item be anywhere too.
I don't think...
Alright, so Weff is gonna make the trip all the way back down to Helmsort. And JCopes actually, yeah, so they're actually gonna be even up here. I forgot how long the the item hunt actually takes in pod.
Yeah.
Plus, Weff did the right side first, and JCopes didn't do that, so...
Right. Especially if you don't have a mirror to get yourself back to the beginning.
Oh, absolutely. I forgot about that. Actually, that was the one thing I completely forgot about again. Was, yeah, you can't go back to the entrance. Gotta use mirror. Or, I mean, you don't have mirror to get back to the entrance, you have to walk all the way back. Whereas JCopes just, you know, he's doing it now, so it's just a one-time trip for him. So I realized about the red mimic, if you just hold your sword down and then just walk in any direction you want while facing the same way, you can just manipulate him to not face you and then have him go left, you know, perpendicular to where you're facing.
Yeah.
And then you can get an easy shot without having to worry about his retaliatory projectile. Oh, this is... Oh, no, he's fine. Oh, and it was off screen, so the bomb actually didn't do anything.
Oh, no, I got it.
Oh,
somehow.
He did. Never mind. He has Kane. He may want to go back. Yeah. What's he doing? He might open it now. Yeah. Okay. And then go back to those hearts. Yeah. Okay. I agree with this.
Those hearts are saviors.
I think there's only been like 2 times I've ever had to go get those hearts, but I've been incredibly grateful for them to be there.
I forgot there were fairies in there.
There we go. There's the. And oh, did he? Wait, where'd he go? Are you talking about JCopes?
Yeah. He went to the right of the room up there.
Oh.
Or where you bombed through. There's fairies in there.
That's new for me. I don't think I've actually ever been in that room. Oh, Arias mentions death abuse too. I don't know how much health Weff had. So that could have worked out too. Now we're gonna see another wandering turtle like last time. He did. I think he landed on the peg, so we might actually see it. I think that's the setup that's required for it to work, because he'll like, for some reason, spawn in the other room.
Is that how it works? Is that what happened?
It's one of the commentators in last night's race explained it, and it's happened to me once. Okay. I was really confused. Like, wait, there's no enemies here. What the heck's going on? And so it like almost scared me because you just see these turtles. Like these turtles in the dark actually like creep me out just because they're just slowly lumbering towards you. You know, you can't really do anything. Okay, we're not seeing it this time.
But our races are neck and neck.
No, they're neck and neck. It's up. Oh, except for wait, did JCopes not beat blind?
He has.
No, he has to because he has boots.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Cracker thing. Elias, please. I'm kidding. I actually thought for a second that wait, he didn't blind, did he? He must have left, but no, I got confused with the Meyer thing that happened. No worries, Elias. Thanks for tracking. You've been doing a really good job. I mean, I'd be missing a lot of stuff. So.
It's definitely hard to keep track.
Definitely way better than I am. And a full heart. Sank heart? Nope.
Sank heart at a boss is the worst.
Yeah, and really huge shout out to everyone volunteering to make this tournament happen. From everyone, you know, offering to do commentary, especially to do tracking and restreaming. You know, it's a lot of it takes a lot of time and surprisingly a lot of effort just to, you know, having to pay both attention to both of these players. Not to mention the players themselves, putting themselves on the line, putting their execution on the line, playing probably with tournament nerves. I definitely would be myself. You know, it's a huge amount of effort, and I really appreciate them. And then speaking of the runners, make sure to follow these runners. You type in !runners, I believe. You will get their Twitch handles. I don't know if okay, so thank you, Flaffy. I appreciate it. If you go to twitch.tv/WeffJebster and then twitch.tv/JCopes4Life. So actually matching Twitch handles too. I like that a bunch. Flaffy's also the ultimate Gen 2 electric type.
Hmm?
Oh, just saying, speaking of... I don't know. I'm going off on tangents. Like, yeah, you can get Magnemite, but why? You can get Ampharos, like, super early, and he's awesome. So here goes the Fat Fairy check. He did. Wait.
Oh, he doesn't have enough money.
Have rupees.
Oh no.
Did Weff do a Waterfall Fairy?
I don't.
Because if he saved and quit, he could still get it. But I know that happened to JCopes. So.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
if Weff ended up saving and quitting on Zora, which he might have, because he saved quit after he had gotten Moon Pearl, I think, because he got Moon Pearl like incredibly early. So hopefully he's remembering to do that.
They have not Hula Hand. The very first chest in Sanctuary was flippers, so they couldn't set up the normal Hula Hand. There are other ways to do it. The way I know how is to
just making the Death Mountain play.
Yep, that's pretty
and
good.
There's plenty of opportunities for money too. So
yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna make a guess and say that Half Magic's gonna be up here somewhere. Oh, and Blue King.
It's good to have, but it doesn't progress anything.
Alright, so, I mean, even with potions and stuff, Spike Cave is definitely a possibility here.
Mm-hmm.
They have Hammer, they have a Lift upgrade. Now, I'm curious what
there's some
JCopes
money
is doing.
He wanted. He might be doing Overworld, Dark World, Overworld.
That's what I'm thinking. He still doesn't have Mirror, so Graveyard Ledge won't have. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's gonna have anything. But okay, he's doing the the dwarf. I think. Oh no, he hasn't done the digging. I could have sworn he did the digging game. Yeah, okay, he's doing the breadsmith. Or not. Oh, he might be checking. Did he check Stumpy at all? No, I don't think he did. Okay, so he hasn't done. He should have. See, it's ideal that you go down this way first because you can't do the digging game without with a partner following you. So. Oh, but he has to save quit anyway, so he okay.
Yep.
Okay, actually, I agree with that because I guess it doesn't ultimately waste that much time if you have to save quit anyway. So we'll see.
Oh, looks like Weff is checking Magic Bat.
And JCopes will definitely be doing that right here too.
Yep.
They're having this route diverge, and then they're converging again, like for a little bit, and then I don't know, but I guess Weff will go and do the dwarf after this, unless he gets mirrored here, which case he can just do a bunch of stuff. Just bombs.
Yeah, looks like Weff is gonna go to the grabbing the little frog.
Now this will be interesting if he goes up to Skullwoods though, because you
That
notice
would be
he
interesting.
needs the potentially medallion, or hookshot, or mirror. So, but he's not doing it. So
I missed what the blacksmiths were. Didn't look anything
I
important.
don't think it was much. Yeah.
Oh, one monies.
One monies. Pay 10, get 1 in return. That's a nice return if you from what I see. But he'll be getting another 300 rupees from the old man. His nice allowance for the run. Oh, and JCopes hasn't done the hammer pegs too, so.
Nope. Oh,
half magic.
nice, half magic.
I was wrong. It was in. It was right there all along. Almost vanilla actually, because you still need hammer or mirror to get it.
Yep. They're running out of places to look.
They still have a bunch of Death Mountain though. None of them have gone to. Oh, they can't go to the right side. I'm dumb.
I was thinking the same thing too.
Where's Mirror Man? It's gotta be somewhere.
It's gonna be in Ice Palace.
Oh my god. It's looking more like it. I mean, JCopes is going right there.
Yep.
Best scenario is book and hookshot right now. Yeah. Right, because Desert's still locked too. They don't have mirror.
Ooh. Oh, but Weff is doing Pyramid Fairy.
And JCopes didn't do that.
Nope. And he also didn't do Peg Cave, so he doesn't have half magic for ice.
Nope. Now, does Purple Chest follow you from a saving quit, or are you, do you actually need mirror for that?
It does follow you.
Okay.
I missed the
yes, Elias, there is one unchecked item in Skullwoods. That, wow, if it's that. That's crazy, because Weff has more of an incentive to go there than JCopes does right now.
Because Weff
He assumed that Tempered Sword was all it was, and to be fair, I kind of assumed it was too. I didn't think Skullwoods might have anything, but they're running out of locations.
Yeah.
Pyramid Fairy might be the great equalizer, so. But it's not.
No.
It's just heart pieces.
Damn.
I know.
Dang. Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
Excuse my language.
Someone come in here and ban her forever.
Dang
Please. Oh, that's how the setup works. I haven't seen that setup in a long time, and I've never learned how to do it. I didn't realize it was that simple.
It looks really simple. I mess it up all the time.
Is it more of a timing thing than anything else, or?
I have trouble with movement.
Ah, okay. One of those harder than it looks tricks.
Yeah.
Now, I see what JCopes is doing here. I don't know if he ultimately wants to do that, because I guess he can still make it to the room where the other switch is, but he still wants to, I don't know.
What he can probably do
You're kind
is...
of forced to cold stare, though, by doing this, right? So...
you can, drop the block and then just go back up.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, isn't there a switch like underneath or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't go to Ice Palace that often, so I don't remember all its layout. Usually I'm like doing go mode Ice Palace. Okay, so he's might get big key here. He doesn't. It's the first item. Yeah, I think you still need to do a bomb jump to get across that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do clever maneuvering. Okay, so okay. Oh yeah, he can still make it through the top. That's fine.
Yep.
So this needs big key to come back.
And another key.
And a small key.
It's very kind of the
And
dungeon to
Weff
let
is
you
doing
through
Skullwoods
it.
after all.
Yep, hopefully
So
we'll
we're
see
gonna
him,
find out which one of them's correct here. So Weff's gonna be really grateful for finally getting tempered. This room in the Ice Palace is so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't think you're doing that strat though. I don't know if it helps or if it's just gives you peace of mind. And
Oh, there's a hook shot.
Oh
Alright.
my goodness.
He is in go mode.
Basically, yeah. He has everything he needs.
He's probably realizing that right now.
So Mir might be in Ganon's tower.
Yep.
No, he needs book still for desert. He's not in go mode yet.
Oh yeah, duh, desert. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't even thinking though.
Book or mirror. He's not quite done yet.
I take mirror for granted a lot.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, if book's in Swamp in Skullwoods though, then that's extra trolly. Like we're like 2 required pedestal dips. We'll see though. Ice Palace could be the game changer. That's nice fairy. He doesn't necessarily need it, but I would take it myself. Yeah, Hookshot opens up all of Eastside Death Mountain, so if anything, like statistically, that would be the play to make after he's done with Ice Palace, assuming Ice Palace has nothing else, because he's found 2 items out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think this is a big key here. I think it has to be big key at this point, unless he got it earlier and I didn't pay attention. Did Weff get anything?
I
Butter?
did not notice.
JCopes
got butter.
I was like, what?
JCopes got butter.
Oh, right when I look at Weff, I'm like, what? Wow, so I'm also having the 2 pendant dungeons, having the other 2 sword upgrades. That's crazy. Well, Butter's pretty significant. I mean, Weff's probably might get it unless he decides to duck out of ice after getting hookshot, and he can. He has no reason to. I mean, he won't know this until after the race is over, but yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's been, like, that's the only real trolley location is Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, that didn't take very long, because Ice Palace is, like, it's annoying, but it's not that slow of a dungeon to full clear. Say, compared to, you know, Pod or something. Alright, are we gonna get Mirror Book? Okay, not yet. I mean, he has Hookshot, so he has, like, what, 13 chests?
Something like that. See, there's 8 here.
Okay, and Skullwoods was a 5 bomb upgrade from Skullwoods, so that's why he left.
Yeah.
I believe the Butter Sword is because I think it's both reasons. I think it's more of the sword's color, but I mean, there's both. Okay, he's in go mode.
There it is.
Hour and 18-minute go mode for an open seed like this with a pendant required dip is kind of crazy. Like their routing has been really good. Not to mention that their safe routing choices have actually like it's worked out. Like they haven't made there hasn't really been any need for an aggressive gamble besides Ice Palace, and even then it's not like they could go anywhere else. Ice Palace had to be it.
Right.
All right, so JCopes gonna clear out. I don't know why he's doing Turok now. Oh well, okay. Sorry, this is Schrodinger's go mode. We don't know if Turok's required or needs another medallion.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We had this tracker right here before us, and I keep not paying attention to it. So, but I mean, it's still worth going here anyways because you get that quick. You can get the portal opened up.
Yeah.
So now he may not want to do Turtle Rock until after he comes back. And it's Ether, so
it's Ether.
I guess he'll do it now.
Yeah, might as well. He's up here.
Yeah, my only reason, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter anyways, because you still have to make a second trip up to Death Mountain. Because you'll have to go back and do Hera.
Yeah.
So, maybe he'll save Hera for last? And then just go back to, oh no, that doesn't make any sense. He'll do Hera now and then just make it back up. Probably. Like, after Turtle Rock's done. Now the question is whether or not silvers are here, or if Trinex, or mirrors here too.
That'd be nice. It'd be nice if the mirror is here, so that way you wouldn't have to make another trip up to Death Mountain to get to Hare, and then. I'm
going to say that because I'm a cynical person, that silvers are going to be in Swamp Palace, or they're going to be somewhere else in Ganon's Tower, but they might not do it because, like, say, left side or right side will have it.
Yeah. I don't know, with Butter Sword,
he doesn't need
Silverless isn't too bad. Granted, I haven't done it yet, but
Silverless is a little annoying. It's very daunting when you first do it. I can do it. It's just I definitely miss a couple of slashes, and I don't do it optimally where I wait for him to kind of come close, in a sense where I can hit him right as he does like that sort of cape fold over himself. So then you get that free third hit, or the free first hit out of, and then you have the ability to hit him 3 times in one cycle of torches.
Yeah.
I didn't notice Weff had a really clean Ice Palace bomb jump, which I think JCopes did too. So,
oh,
and he gets his hook shot. So no butter for him, but he really won't need it. Tempered and Silverless is really not that big of a deal. Like Tempered really is like the most important sword upgrade to get in terms of efficiency. Like butter is a lot faster for like the first couple of phases of Ganon, but it doesn't make a difference in phase 4, and that's like the most difficult one if you don't have silvers. Because Ganon's just a damage sponge for the first part of the fight.
Yeah, as long as you're like consistently getting hits, and even if you're swinging, it's not too bad using Tempered.
Now the one thing though, unless JCopes has potions, he doesn't have half magic. So if Trinex is trolly with the head movements, he only gets 8 shots out of any rods, period. So
yeah, that is very true.
He does have purchase blue potion. Okay. Now, he might have to go to the laser skip room for a key, so he may be incentivized to check all 4 chests. Maybe not. I mean, he has no reason to, really, but, it's not necessarily a bad idea.
If he's not comfortable with Silverless, he might.
Yeah. Alright, Weff's about to go to Go Mode 2. Book's right there. And he's going to be very happy.
Ooh, you know, be the worst spot for silvers?
Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't he? Oh, mirror.
Dude, Lamp can be a Mimic Cave. That's how bad that location is. There was a sword upgrade there when Mike the Bee and Andy were racing, so in tournament.
Oh.
I think that's what cost Andy, because he was in Go Mode besides still having Fighter Sword.
Oof.
And this is the other dark room I worry about, like, if you have to do it, or if you do dark rooms, like, I just don't quite understand it. I feel like I would just screw up the movement throughout here.
It's not too bad, because you can kind of see where you're going, because the platform is still lit up.
Yeah, it's just more of the second part to get back to get to the door and ultimately to Trinex. JCopes doesn't have a key.
I don't think he needs it.
Oh no, he doesn't need one. That's for it was to get
into that room.
It was to get into this room. Yeah, never mind. I'm still banking on Swamp or Ganon's tower, but who knows? It could be here. And I guess Weff is looking for. Yeah, I'm not sure what Weff is doing. I guess he's still searching for silvers or maybe mirror.
He might just be clearing it out since he's there.
Yeah. That could be the case.
Oh, and he's not going up to Trinex. Or not Trinex, T-Rock.
Oh, Weff is gonna do desert first.
Interesting.
Well, that's fine. He'll have a one-way trip to Turtle Rock, so that'll save him a little bit of time.
That's true.
But JCopes is still a decent amount ahead because of having cleared Turtle Rock already. So.
Yeah, still, you didn't check what the pennant was, so... Or not the pennant, medallion was, so... Yeah. He probably has that in the back of his mind that he might not have the right one.
But I mean, he's still gonna have to check it anyways. He's not gonna, like, just blindly, you know, look for medallions. Unless he happens to get both from Desert, which... I don't know. I hopefully he's just getting Big Key and then getting out of here. Because I would at the very least just do these dungeons out, like, right away, and then if Turtle Rock didn't have anything, then I would maybe go back. And I wonder what either of these players are thinking, like, you know, hey, where's the other guy? Like, you know, yes, Ice Palace was trolly, but it was really just for hookshot, and, you know, the way that the seed's been progressing, you know, they haven't been locked by anything else, like, they had to go to ice regardless, so...
Yeah, it's always hard to judge where your opponents are.
Alright, he might want to find Mirror and see if it's here. I don't think... Yeah, it's just Compass. I mean, who knows? Silvers could be in Desert. Yeah, Webb's just gonna... Oh no! Wait, it was just a heart piece, and then... Did he find... Oh, I guess they found both items, right? Because that was an item there. Wait, what did he just find besides... Was it a rupee drop?
No, it was a... compass.
Oh yeah, compass to... Yeah, big key compass. Okay, so... Oh! So Landballs is gonna have the other item. Okay. Yeah, I'm still wondering what... I mean, I guess Weff is still thinking, hey, maybe there's a medallion, but... Yeah, at this point, he has to go to Landballs, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas JCopes is just gonna immediately leave, I think. Yep. He's... he wants to beat the game. He's going.
So, and that speed may get him ahead. Or may keep him ahead.
It's crazy seeing Tower Para being done last this run.
Yeah.
Unless Weff... Like, I mean, in the case of JC, it's gonna be... that'll happen, but... That's so weird.
Not even being able to access most of Deathbound at all.
And this hasn't been a slow seed at all. It's just unconventional. I like it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Ice Palace is trolly, but, you know, this is exactly like... I feel like this is VT26 done right. Like, it's not... It is slower, but... It was really just for hookshot, and that's it. Like... And it wasn't even that trolly of a chest location. It was just midway through Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Butter was even in there, too, was just icing on the cake.
Icing? An Ice Palace?
Okay, I'm gonna leave this commentary now. Thank you guys for watching. You know, shout outs to the runners. You know, we'll get one. I think Flappy will handle the impending interview. I will just be listening though. I won't watch, or I won't do the interview myself. Have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna go practice and in preparation to inevitably lose in my Saturday race against Quizbowl.
I'm just whittling Moles.
Goodbye, guys.
Because I was laughing.
I'm done.
What does my Moles have?
I'm gonna make a ROM hack that just calls it Frost Palace. Or Frost Castle. I don't know. Frost Domain. Frost Lair. Oh no, you're named after a Pokemon, so Frost Cavern. Gotta go Pokemon X and Y.
Is that the name of a...
I'm gonna replace Coldstare with
Place?
Obama Snow, or Obama Snow.
No, it's gotta be a Glalie.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he jumped off.
I feel bad for
Done that
Glalie. His
before.
Mega Form still is not that great stats-wise. Like, it's okay, but, like, all he has going for him is, like, a... What was it, what's his ability in Mega Form, where it turns all normal moves to ice moves, and he gets Explosion out of it? So he gets Stab Explosion. He gets Ice Stab Explosion, which is insane. Linkshot saying Weff just got sparted by a dead rock. That is, it's too true, my man, too true. Yeah, dead rocks are the worst enemy in the game. You think it's like a boss, like you know, Vitreous can be kind of crazy. You know, Trinix can really troll sometimes, but dead rocks are the ultimate final boss.
So, ROM hack when of every enemy is replaced by a dead rock.
But they all can die, so it's not that big of a deal. They'll just have 1 health.
Weff doing Tower of Hera.
Yeah, I agree with this, just because you'd have to quit the game to get out of, oh no, what's he doing? Oh, he has book!
He's gonna take it.
Oh my god, Silver's might be in one of the tablets. Or
Yeah.
Mirror. Not that he
Nice.
needs it, but... Yeah, I think he's definitely going for, like, Butter or Silvers at this point. Gets money. Yeah, so in terms of Light World, it's only the other tablet, and then... Well, for Weff at least. Because Weff did... Yeah, it's Mimic Cave and Tablet, I think. Oh, and the Graveyard Ledge. So it could be
The Graveyard
one of those
Ledge,
three.
South Road.
Or again, it could be Bloomerang locked item. I'm kidding.
God. What is Boomerang even good for?
The red Boomerang can excuse me, hold on.
Don't die on me.
I was having some chili paste with my pad thai, and a bunch of it just went in my throat, like raw, just spiciness. Boomerang lags less, and I guess it's kind of faster because it doesn't travel as far, but I don't know, it's really more of a personal preference, I think, more than actually being, like, really useful, besides saving on lag frames for, like, RTA. And that's in some rooms, but, yeah, that Butter Sword's gonna help out a lot. Being able to hold your sword out like that, it's kinda nice. Yo, so was Basement the second item? I think it was.
Yep, looks like it. JCopes probably not going to be
Silvers can't be there.
in, from how JCopes has been doing, he's probably not going to do that. I'm not sure about what. Is his name Jeff? People in chat have been calling him Jeff. I've been calling him Weff.
I don't know, Weff is good for me. I think Weff's a great name.
WeffJebster is a really cool name. Oh no.
No big deal.
Yeah,
Knowing, but it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Alright, well, JCopes has cleared all the dungeons he needs, so, pick a number, any number. Actually, it's any number between 1 and 22. Play that guessing game. If you're right, you get a free puppy. Regardless of how, you know, how willing you are to be responsible for a, you know, for caring for an animal. But, you know, that's not that. I mean, I don't care anymore. It's your dog now, so, you know, whether you like it or not, you're getting a puppy. So you might as well just guess Tile Room and free yourself of that commitment. No, puppies are great. I like puppies. I love dogs.
I'll guess Tile Room. I just had a seed where freaking
my
Big was on Tile Room.
Really? Wow. So my co-commentator guessed from Dark Shadow 59 guessed Tile Room, and he was almost right. It ended up being the second to last chest. They went. One of the runners went left side, beat Ice Armos, and then it ended up being one of the 4 chests on the right side. But it was really the last chest in that room before he could have had to check tile room. So, okay, so that's the first 2. Could it be Torch?
Nope.
It's not. It is a small key, so he'll get it. Looking like Hookshot at this point. Maybe not. And Weff going for basement. That's. Oh, he's stuck.
Oh no!
No, he's fine. If he can, he has Cane. If he realizes he can use Cane. Oh, there's Cape. There's Cape in a Hookshot room, or whatever it's called, the compass room or map room. I forget which one it is.
I have no idea.
Come on, Weff, you have Cane. Just use Cane. Oh, he knows. He has to know. He has to. You got Cane though. Oh, come on, Weff. Come on, Weff. You got this.
Send me your energy.
I've soft locked myself there without Cane. So
oh no!
No, you have Cane.
I didn't know you could get out of that.
Yeah, if you have Cane, you can still throw the block and you'll be good. If you don't have it, you're kind of out of luck.
I've done it before, but when I did it, I had mirror, so.
Oh, okay.
I was able to get out.
Well, that's
but
still
I had to do the
unfortunate because
power again.
you still have to wait for the power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, could be the randomizer room, it could be Bob's chest. Bob, unfortunately, is not living, by the way. Rip Bob. I neglected to, pay attention to that fact.
When you bonk the torch, it kills him?
Yeah, the torch item needs to have something for, Bob to live. Although, if you kill Bob, I think the other anti-fairy becomes Bob. So, like, I guess he still lives, even if you powder Bob. I haven't been keeping track of numbers. I think it's like, what, 13 to 17? Or 12 to 16? Or 12 to 15, I mean.
Let's see.
Wow, just money and stuff.
I'm placing a bomb down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, Linkshot says, continue to save and quit. That's a good joke. I like it. I give it a 5 out of 7. Oh, I think you're right, Elias, because I think Bob's chest is 14. Assuming you do the, the 2 chest setup on the east side and then go immediately left side afterwards.
Oh no!
Oh no! He overshot it! Just pick up the bottom one! Alright, looks like Weff's going immediately to, oh, his timer's off.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's counting, oh, he just checked the time. He sees that, JCopes isn't done either, but, he's gotta be wondering if, where JCopes is. Maybe he thinks JCopes is in tower. But then again, JCopes is wondering too, like, how am I ahead? Because he wasted time trying to find bow, or not having bow. Although that's really it. Like, besides that, his routing's been good. Has been solid. And not even that, like, it was a routing mistake to not get bow. It was just, he was just playing it safe. But there's Big Key. No silvers.
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't have mirror. He can't go back to the beginning.
Oh no! Oh, I never even thought about that.
Oh, but he's over here though. He can check big chest.
Yeah.
So that works out.
And he's not far from the beginning. Oh, he's gonna. Wait.
Oh, check the mirror.
No,
check the chest. You gotta make it silvers.
You're also just like right there. Oh no.
Yeah, he's like right at the entrance. No! Give us those silvers. Oh, and Weff opting to go back into the basement room again, and we get the item. I'll be happy if it's silvers. Oh no! So, from what Weff's been doing, I'm assuming he doesn't have the silverless, he hasn't practiced silverless, which I don't blame him.
Right.
It's daunting, and I don't like it either. But he still has a lot of locations they can check. Like, silvers could be in a lot of places. He still also hasn't done Turtle Rock yet, so at this point... Yeah, I think he should have gone just straight from Hera to Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. He'll just have to, hookshot through again, but, you know. Yeah, silverless is fun as long as you have tempered or better. It's really bad if you have Master Sword. As,
Man, is it?
as my boy Dark Shadows did. He literally did silverless Master Sword with Ganon, and actually barely clutched it out, too. His opponent actually ended up finding Tempered Sword after going to Ganon's tower, and then found it quickly, and then came back to the Ganon fight and brought it way back. There was only like a minute difference in that race. And then he brought the hype to the match I commentated with him. So Goblin's going to be no real big issue. He's low on health, but I think he has potions.
Yeah,
or,
he's got at least one.
Yeah, and then also there's the anti-fairy. That'll be at the end.
Yep.
Oh no, Clifford! I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. That's unfortunate. For those watching the YouTube VOD, I guess he mentioned he was on his last spin on Ganon and Silverless. Oh, a nice fairy too.
Nice.
I guess he died in his last spin. Oh, you know what? Weff may have been wondering if he needed another medallion, so that's... I'll have to ask him about that. I'm guessing it's silvers, or he might have been looking for medallions, but from the time he spent, I'm guessing silvers, and I'll assume he just doesn't want to do silverless. Yeah, so Clifford was almost... He was one hit away from getting into the main event. That's unfortunate. I feel bad. Landmall is giving JCopes a little bit of trouble, but...
Yeah, if you
It's a matter of time before they're all dead. Oh, we can't hit him! Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go.
Yeah, I feel for Jeff here, because if you don't know how to do silverless, or if you don't know if you can do silverless, getting into like being in a tournament match, you kind of panic and you go one way or the other. You go, I either absolutely need silvers, or screw it, I'm gonna try without silvers.
And then, ultimately though, it would be a less of a time loss though if you just went straight to Ganon, because he'll tell you where silvers are.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's just a matter of, it narrows everything down a ton. I'm still guessing it's Swamp Palace or GT. And in fact, from what they found, unless it was Big Chest, I think it was I think it's Swamp Palace at this point. Silverless is you have to do relatively precisely timed spin attacks right when Ganon's about to teleport after shooting his fire. He has a few frames where he's vulnerable, and then just the lasting hitbox from the spin attack. As long as you have good enough timing, and it's a pretty decent window. It's not that hard. It's a little annoying. What's harder, I think, is he also didn't check those upper two chests. He doesn't. Yeah, he seems pretty confident just doing tempered and silver, and no silvers. Unless it's validation chest, but I don't know. Will he validate? Or will he just demonstrate, oh yeah, I can hover. Oh, no, he gets knocked off though. Moldorm 2 is not having it. He's like, hey, I knocked off Weff. I can knock you off too.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh, Weff.
I mean, I guess he died in
oh, you know what? He may have death warped.
Probably.
Oh, it'll kill the chain chomp room. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if he tried death warping after
He was past Reliever Room.
Oh, okay.
He was also low on health. Just like a shot from the chain chomp probably got him. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah, Weff never ended up getting the red mail.
Nope. God, where was that?
I completely forgot where that was. I think it was Fat Fairy. Oh, Bombos and Validation Chest. That's funny.
It wasn't Fat Fairy because he's the one that got
Oh yeah, JCopes never went.
Oh yeah, Hierarchy.
Right, Zelda's chest.
Yeah.
Well, the
Oh
jail
wow,
chest.
he never went down to the down there. Down there.
I wonder if he had that in the back of his mind, all like, oh yeah, I never went down there. That's like three items at least. All right, here's the game of geometry. What's Aghanim gonna do? Get your right angles ready. Oh,
nice.
Almost got the 3-hit shot in, but gets 2. That's good.
Oh, and a triple shot. Nice.
He has 1 left, and all you have to do is wait.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That was such an amazing Aghanim.
Got the 23 to number 1.
I was about to say that. Oh my god.
We like Zelda too much.
Then he's gonna Ganondorf afterwards and go straight to Ganon, just like he's doing right now. Yeah, this is the. Don't you guys know this is the OOT ending? This is OOT 80%. Done on IQ before the get item manipulation was found. The Spaceballs reference, and I made one earlier this seed, so I'm really happy.
I've never watched these Spaceballs.
It's Mel Brooks, dude. It's incredible.
I've heard it's
I wouldn't say it's as good as say Blazing Saddles or Young Frankenstein, but it's just a great watch. Okay, he's definitely gonna want that. Oh, he's not even worried. I mean, if he dies, it's no big deal, because. Oh, he might want to do that now.
Yeah, that spinning.
Oh, Webb's going for Mimic Cave. Oh no, he's not. He's just going to. I'm sorry. I thought he was going to Mimic Cave for a second. I think he realizes, yeah, I can just go to Ganon, and then if he has silvers, or I mean, you know, he'll tell me where silvers are. All these teleports, though. I'm glad you approved that, Elias. Alright, let's see where they are. I'm guessing Swamp.
Light World.
Light World! Oh my god. So that means they're either in Mimic Cave or in one of the tablets.
Or something that's mirror locked.
Oh yeah. Well, what else could it be? Like, there's not that many mirror locked locations, if anything.
Yeah, but there's
Purple
still...
chest.
It could be
Purple chest.
Oh no, it can't be pedestal.
My god.
Because
if it's pedestal...
It can't be, because...
If it's pedestal... I forgot about pedestal this entire time.
But it still can't be pedestal because of swamp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm thinking mirror. Oh, no, what the heck? Yeah, I'm dumb.
No.
Shush. I'm dumb.
I
was thinking, my brain was going, okay, it's in mirror location, so mirrors.
It could be Sahasrahla.
Oh. I guess it can, yeah.
It absolutely could be Sahasrahla.
Oh no!
That's okay, JCopes has so much time.
How many more bottles does he have?
He has plenty of money, so you can just go and, he can just spend the time and go to Witch if he needs to.
It's still time consuming, because he...
Oh, yeah. But I mean, he's still, neither one's not done yet, so...
Yeah.
He's gotta go all in, he's at the end. Good fairy, though.
Oh!
Oh no!
Weff doesn't have...
And then just immediately fell off.
Weff doesn't have the blue cane. There's the mirror!
Oh, it was in Turtle Rock! Yo. Oh, did Weff go out the bottom side?
Yeah, he did. He got a safety already.
Okay, good. It took me so long to realize, oh yeah, that's a strat I should do. Skip the rest of Turtle Rock and just come back here. No problem. Oh my god, Turtle Rock, please. I'm really hoping silvers are on pedestal. I mean, not for Weff's sake, but for the sake of it being funny. Because we know Weff's not going to find it here. And Cape's not there either, because it was in Ganon's tower. Alright, well, JCopes is just going through the motions. He's about to start stage 4 again. Oh, was Mirror Shield in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so as soon as you get Durna. So Mirror Shield was in fact in the laser skip room. That's funny.
Yep.
I know, right? Because Weff only got 2 of the upgrades, I think. Interesting.
Okay, looks like he got the torch glitch, but he's low on magic. I think he might still have a green potion.
I don't think he got rid of that, or he used it yet either, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus with Lamp, even without half magic, it's just not that much item use. Just gotta be a little careful here, but... Oh! I would have gone right side with him. I don't know if that hit. I don't think it did.
No, it didn't.
Oh, he went right into the bat.
Yeah, the thing about the bat is
it seems like he's doing okay here. Oh, he ran to the bat again! Okay, he's
okay, good, he's got a potion.
So as long as he doesn't get hit, he has Kinaverna, but he doesn't really want to use it right now. You know, slow and steady does win the race here. Like, if he, you know, he can at least just safely get 1 hit per torch cycle.
He's bringing out the fire rod, which will use up his.
Oh, he has blue potion too. So he's good. Okay, yeah, next to blue potion. Oh, we got dangerous close to falling off. You don't want to do that. I think that looked like that was that hit. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so waiting for him to teleport like that, you might as well go for 2 hits and then just go immediately to the lamp. Yeah, I don't know how many hits he's gotten. I know he's close. He's at least halfway done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got this. Alright, so just wait for him to go in. There we go. I think that hit?
No, that one didn't hit.
That definitely didn't hit for sure.
Yeah, when he bounces off is when he knows he hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. I don't know if he's early or just too late.
It's weird sometimes.
This is tense. I am really tense right now. Like my palms are sweating. Oh, he got trolled.
Oof.
He's getting a little flustered, I think.
Just gotta take it slow and steady, man.
Yeah.
Oop, that was
close. Oh, he actually got that hit. He didn't fall off. Ooh. Okay, good. And he got it.
Alright.
Wow, and in sub 2 hours too. Like, this was pretty fast.
GG, guys.
Yeah, GG's. And I don't know if you want to do it or me.
With an official SRL time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 12 seconds, and improved his personal best by 2 hours and 2 minutes. Oh, wait.
Yo!
I said that wrong. 8 minutes and 50 seconds.
Like 8 minutes.
Wow, okay.
Wow. Nice going.
I read that way wrong. Oops. I was like, 2 hours and what?
So, I don't see him in the waiting room yet. I don't know if we'll be doing an interview or not. I want to say we are. That's kind of the usual here, I think, but we'll see. But GG's, that was a fun seed. I wish I could have played that.
It was definitely fun to watch.
Okay, according to our restreamer here, he'll be here in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see which Lord of the Rings book was read in the very beginning of the credits.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, so in Vanilla Link to the Past, it always says the Return of the King, and then the rando guys, or the rando developers, added it so it can either be Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring, or the Two Towers. And I'm so happy that they did that.
I was wondering why those were there.
Yeah, those are the 3 Lord of the Rings books. wait until VT27. They're gonna have the Silmarillion, or however it's pronounced.
I've heard Silmarillion? I don't know.
I think that's correct. Yeah. Thank you.
I've only heard it said a couple times.
I feel bad for Weff. We know Silver's on here, but he's still looking for Vicky. But I'm assuming he wants Silver's too. Life lesson for sale. Hello.
Hello.
Seems like you're talking. I can't quite hear you unless that's just me.
Oh, I guess I should unmute my microphone. That usually helps.
No, it's okay. At the end of the last race I commentated, I forgot that I had push to talk on, even though I was using it the whole race.
I've done that. I can safely say I've done that.
Well, congratulations. That was quite the seed. A little bit trolly for Ice Palace, but what'd you think?
All in all, I thought it wasn't too bad, actually. I was really hoping for a pedestal and Ganon seed, if you can tell by my name, by the names I put in, but all in all, it wasn't too bad.
Well, it's funny because Weff's file name was Wee, and I was like, oh, Wee! I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, the hook shot, I wasn't banking on it being an Ice Palace, but that was a big convenience because I needed it to progress through anyways, so...
I was really wondering if like Swamp Palace was going to be needed for like a medallion, but it turns out Ether was all you guys needed. So
yeah, Ether. I was glad it was only Ether because when I got the book, I was in Schrodinger's Go mode. I didn't know if I needed a medallion or not to actually be in Go mode. So I was glad it was only Ether.
Because like either way, you still want to check and see what the medallion is. And then, of course, Bombos just happened to be down in Tower, so...
Yeah, I figured once I got the book out, I was debating going back to Desert right away. But because Turtle Rock was just up, just right around the corner, I figured I'd check that and knock that off right away.
Oh, the single arrow.
Silvers were not in Pedestal, so they had to be either in Mimic Cave or, I think one of the tablets. And I don't think you checked. Did you check Hookshot Cave? We know one of you guys did.
Weff did check Hookshot Cave.
Weff did. Okay, so.
Yeah, I just skipped
Cave
right
doesn't matter.
over
That's Dark
Hookshot.
World, but yeah. So I guess it might have been Bombo's tablet. Interesting.
See, I never picked up the mirror. I'm wondering if it was in Checkerboard Cave as well.
It ended up being in the laser skip room in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it couldn't be in Checkerboard Cave because you need mirror to go there. Because Checkerboard Cave is always mirror locked.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if the silvers would have been at Checkerboard.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, Light World.
Checkerboard, Bombo's Tablet, South Grove, and Graveyard Glitch are the mirror locks places.
And given how thorough you guys were, I was at right when you guys were going through when you were going through Ganon's. Weff's currently going through Ganon's right now, but I was starting to think more and more it has to be Swamp Palace, but it wasn't. So wow, Weff just clutched out that room because
yeah, I was supposed to say
arrows.
that he got the single arrow in the big chest and it saved him right there.
Yo, was that really a single arrow in there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's incredible. Oh, also Haunted Grow Cave.
Yeah.
Or the Dick Spot, too.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, there were more locations than I realized.
Never found a shovel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I didn't see Shovel anywhere, so... I'm glad I didn't see Shovel because I think maybe I have to go to a dig spot.
But yeah, you guys were pretty close to route. Weff got the boat early. He went to Hype Cave earlier than you did. So he was able to do pod in one go, whereas you didn't. Aside from that, though, you guys had pretty consistent routing the entire run. And it was the, he checked a couple more locations before Ice Palace, though. I think that was it. I forget what else. I'm just so, like, It's all about short-term memory right now. My long-term memories are not helping me out.
Yeah, he checked more stuff before going to Ice Palace, and he also spent a lot of time after going into Go mode looking for silvers some more.
At least we think.
Yeah.
That's our best guess, at least.
That's what we're assuming.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was doing the blacksmith back cave. Halfway through that, I realized I have all the items I need for Ice Palace. Maybe I should just dip in there, check, get my 3, and get out. Luckily, Hookshot was in there, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, and seeing how all these BT26 seeds have been playing out, I'm starting to realize, like, yeah, I need to condition myself to go to dungeon more because, you know, with items being equally as likely to be in dungeons as they are in the overworld, and with pendant dungeons too being part of that list. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of runs now where you have to dip into some non-required dungeon or just have to go into dungeons earlier if you want to make a good gamble.
I'm surprised nothing ultimately required was in Turtle Rock. Usually I have to go in there twice, but if it was only the mirror, you could bypass that with the book.
Yeah, well, we were wondering, I mean, Hammer ended up being one of your later items, so we figured, well, Hammer might be early because you had Cane, you had both rods, and, not too, and it was pretty early on that you ended up getting Cane in both rods because of Thieves Town and, where was Ice Rod again? Oh, in Escape, in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
But that ended up not being the case. So, was this your first race of the week, or have you done other races this week?
No, this is the first one here. I have another
Nice.
one on
Nice.
Monday coming up, so...
Well, there you go. My first one's Saturday, so I should be practicing more. I'll probably will after the stream ends, or after I get off at least.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And
Thanks. I'm very new to BT26, so it'll be quite something. Weff wants those silvers.
yeah. And hey, thanks for making me nervous because I have to fight you eventually.
I think we have a few more weeks before that, so you got tons of time to practice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time I've done Silverless Ganon in must be 10 or 12 seeds. I was a little bit rusty on that.
Yeah, we were getting really nervous because we saw what looked like you getting a little more flustered. You were swiping or you were spin attacking a little earlier, and then had a few close calls with the ledge there after you fell down once. So, but I mean, you clutched it out as we expected. So,
Well, it is significantly easier with Tempered or Gold Sword as opposed to the Master. I think I did in the qualifier.
oh my God, you did!
Yeah, I did.
God.
Crazy.
I think I can't remember if I had silvers or not, but I remember I had the Master Sword either way. And I have done Silverless Master Sword. I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, one of yesterday, the Randomizer Mania audience got to see that from my co-commentator from yesterday, Dark Shadow 59. He ended up doing Master Sword Silverless Ganon, and he barely won too. His opponent ducked out of, his opponent beat Aghanim 2, didn't do Ganon right away. He went to, I think, had to go to Swamp Palace, got tempered there, and then went back to the Ganon fight, and almost, like, he almost brought with that huge amount of time he saved from the fight, just because, 24 spin attacks on Ganon is a huge amount of time to spend, especially if you, like, fall down and have to do it over again. But, so it got really close, but he ended up winning it.
That's a lot of magic you would be using too. Because you can only get a max of 2 hits off per lamp, assuming you get the lamp glitch. So even with the Master Sword, you'd have to stock up on a lot of bottles as well, or blue or green.
You would need at minimum like 7 torches or 7 lights of the torch, assuming you can get fast, like 3 hit Ganon cycle per cycle. All right, well, Weff is finally entering Ganon. Now I wonder if he's going to check some locations. He's not. Oh, he might be getting potions. Or what's he doing? Is it for a fairy, or he might be doing that? Yeah, he's doing that. Oh, but the Cyclops though, and he has mirrors, so he's fine. I think he might just yeah, it looks like he's just gonna flute to the witch hut. Might as well. He's got plenty of rupees.
Plenty of rupees, 4 pots to fill up.
Yeah, 4 bottles. I forgot he got the last bottle from Palace of Darkness.
It's got half magic as well, so...
Ooh, that's also important.
As long as he takes it slow, this should be... Or as long as he's careful, he should have this no problem.
Yeah, Weff made a couple more Dark World Overworld plays than you did, so he ended up finding half magic in the hammer pegs.
Oh, I was just about to ask where the half magic was. I was going to pick the hammer pegs too, but I decided against it because last night when I was running a practice team, the bull was hiding in there and I didn't check there for the longest time.
Alright, well, Weff is making his way back. He looks determined to face Ganon head on, whether it's to persevere and do the whole fight silverless, or if he's just gonna get that intel, leave, go for silvers, and then come back and just slay Ganon with silvers.
With the silvers, it's saying Dark World. Sorry, Light World. My bad. I don't know. With that kind of vague, I don't know where it is. I wouldn't leave. I'd attempt it first, and then when it seemed helpless, go and find them.
Yeah, again, silverless is pretty daunting. I definitely was like afraid to, if I didn't find silvers when I was starting to do this. But I mean, he has the bomb jump practice, so I really wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't know how to do this. Well, that's an assumption. I guess I don't know. I should just curb my suspense and just watch. This correlation isn't inherently causation. Alright, well, he's starting up on, oh, he's got that. Those, like, 4 teleports before the 3rd, stomp.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for commentating our race there.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having us, in a sense. Thanks for racing, too. Definitely takes a lot of tournament nerves and what have you.
Yeah, right before the race there, I was getting a little shaky until I started playing, so...
Oh, Ganon was right on top of him.
I didn't get the torch glitch. But he is getting the hit.
It looks like he's doing silverless just fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
Okay, yeah. Thanks again for coming out for the interview. Congratulations once again, and
thank you.
Good luck on your future races.
Yeah, you guys as well. Thanks for the commentating and the tracking.
I look forward to both you and Flaffy racing for sure.
Yeah, that should be a good one. All right, see you guys.
See you. Man, not having sound at all. I just want to make the sound effects like doo 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 doo. Like just gotta make this fight a little more suspenseful.
It's already pretty suspenseful.
I know he's losing health, but
he's lost less cycles on the torches.
Yeah. He's getting too close.
To the bats, yeah.
He took a couple more hits, but he should bottle now. Oh no, okay, that's kind of smart. I think he only takes 2 hearts from Ganon with Red Mail, I think. Not sure why he has the... Oh, he has the... I see, he has the, he had the hook shot out to be invincible and then just easily hook onto the torches.
Whew.
Yeah, it's gotta be a little careful with the sword swipes, because it's just wasting time with the torches. Ooh, that was close!
It seems like when you bounce off like that, it's kind of like with Moldorm, you won't fall off.
Oh yeah, as long as you're holding the sword out.
Yeah, as long as it's like a bounce off from a hit.
It's
You got
magic.
this.
I'm not sure why he's using it again. That's his last pot, I think.
He had 3 hearts left.
Oh, I didn't see his health. Whoops.
Yeah, it seems like he's
Okay, I
getting a
think he got
little
it.
nervous.
Yeah.
Come on, you got
He's
it.
thinking more towards the center, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he got that hit, I think. No, not that one. Oh, his
Whoops.
oh, what happened there? Oh, it was okay. It was just the restream. I was like, no, I have to see Ganon die, please.
Oh, running a little low on magic.
Yeah, he's got lamp now, so
Yeah.
he might as well just do that. He's going back to Fire Rod though.
You wanted the time over the...
Over the
Oh!
consistency.
Yeah, the ability to,
Health
like,
again.
get one.
Oof, okay, you can only take one more hit. Oh, he's got another
He's
blue
got
potion. Okay.
another blue potion. Okay.
I think he's nervous.
Yeah.
I feel bad. This is not an easy fight, too.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was close. Clutched it, though.
Oop, another hit. Yes.
Down.
Alright, 2 hits.
Okay, 4 hits. I haven't been counting.
Me neither.
Oh, he almost had the right timing. My palms are sweating again. That's at some point. Oh, trolled by the fire. Ah, trolled by the bat. Okay, that was a good. Ooh, you gotta be careful.
Sometimes it seems like you're close enough, but then you're not.
What are you doing? Just
You're
yeah,
waiting
okay.
for it to go out to...
I was just lit it, so I was like, but yeah, waiting for that was a better idea.
It's hard to get the timing down.
He's a little low on magic, but he's got lamp,
Yeah.
so I don't imagine he'll run out. There he goes, he got him.
There you got him. Yeah.
Oh wow, let's go. And Weff Dunning with a time of 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 1 second. Congratulations. Another PB, too! By 17 minutes.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh, Sports mentions that he was out of money, too, because of the potions he bought.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a little irksome. But
yeah, that's...
he got it. He clutched it.
That's
I believe him,
right?
and he won, so... But yeah, what a fun race. That was again, that was pretty tight. I mean, JCopes came out in the end, but you know, a lot of the gambles throughout most of the run were just really good. My man Jeff. So we have time still for Jeff to come in, or Weff. Probably should ask him if he wants to interview.
I don't know what the heck is going on with my Y button. That was a pretty good seed. I don't hate that seed. I'm gonna hop into a waiting room for an interview.
Sometimes some people scour through the seed after they're done with it to find things that they're looking for. But I don't know.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
So before we ask about the run, is it Weff or Jeff?
It's whatever you prefer. I don't really care either way. It's been Weff since like high school, and it kind of just stuck.
Wait, that's cool. Yeah, what'd you think of that seed?
Oh man, like it was really. I'm assuming that JCopes went to Ice Palace early, and that's what happened. And,
not too much earlier.
Kind of, not too much earlier than you. He did some overall checks like you were.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I was just, I felt like I had a really good run, and then I just hit that wall. I am atrocious at mirrorless, like, atrocious.
Oh, okay. We were kind of thinking you were looking for silvers, but yeah, mirrorless is, it's definitely a surprise for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I did check a couple of chests, after I found the big key in Ganon's tower, but really I wasn't fishing for silvers at all. I really, it's just that my brain just locked up as soon as I beat Harrah's. I should have just run over and done Turtle Rock, and I don't know why I didn't.
Hey, I don't blame you a single bit. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into races like this, and I haven't even done a tournament race like this before. So, you know, I mean, I have played video games competitively, so the, you know, tournament nerves are a thing. But, you know, I don't know what it's like to race in conditions like this. Especially when you don't have, you know, when something like you don't expect happens, like getting hookshot late or, in this case, mirrorless.
Well, really, it was almost vanilla hammer, right? And then there was a lamp in Mire, which I don't know how to do every dark room, so that was basically a required item. So it was really just a. I was actually feeling kind of confident after I took the Mire gamble and found the lamp, but then I got walled on hookshot, and the hookshot led to the book, and that was that.
Yeah, for most of the run, you both were playing with very similar levels of execution. You both made the right gambles. You got Ice Rod earlier than JCopes did, but you ended up doing Mire at around the same time.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
But then the one thing that worked out in your favor was that, again, you did Hype Cave quite a bit earlier than JCopes did, so he ended up he double dipped into Pod, thinking, okay, well maybe Bo's here. Found Hammer, but then went straight from there to Hype Cave, and then went all the way back. Whereas for you, you decided to do it in one go.
Yeah, I mean, that's the typical route I usually take. I don't know if it's good, but you know, if I'm mirrorless, if I'm mirrorless and hammerless, I like to beat Thieves Town and immediately roll right down to the swamp area. Just feels like it's a really really good series of chests to get, like a high density of chests in a lot less time than a lot of different areas. We can't
forget the surprisingly early Titansmith too in Agnes Cave.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The scene was still relatively opened up, like without it. You ended up finding it. You ended up going to Dark World pretty earlier than JCopes did too.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still it was. My immediate reaction whenever I find Titansmiths and I have the Moon Pearl is to just go Thieves Town. Like I said, it's just there's so many items that you can get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm really pleasantly surprised this ended up not being too much Patrol C. Like, I mentioned this before when I was interviewing JCopes, but having to go to a pendant dungeon really isn't that surprising anymore. Just with the much more even distribution of items, and it can get really bad. Like, you know, potentially having to go to multiple. Like, we were thinking, well, maybe it's like maybe Swamp's required too, maybe Mirrors somewhere, and then you have to go to Swamp for something else.
I mean, at one point, I was like, "Gosh, is this going to be like a weird book in pedestal seed?" Like, and then I realized that Swamp. I mean, I couldn't get into Swamp at all without the mirror. But yeah, the one thing, like, going independence, you basically expect it nowadays. But it was good that I didn't have to go like fight Mothula. I didn't have to go fight Cold Stare. It was really kind of nice that I knew that Swamp was ruled out until I got Mirror. So, I mean, because if I had mirror and I knew okay, it's time to go to a pendant dungeon, Ice Palace is not my first choice. It's going to be swamp every time if I have mirror.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and I guess it was kind of nice, even though you went to 2 pendant dungeons, was that it was ice in Skull Woods. I mean, Skull Woods is a very fast check. It's right there. I know it's a common strategy now for at least a few runners to go there before even Thieves Town, if they have Hammer and Power Glove or even just Tinesmith. But then Ice Palace, even though you have to do a little bit of exploration, like you left as soon as you found Hookshot, the only other item that was there that was major was actually Thunder Sword.
Yeah, I figured once I got Hookshot, it was incredibly unlikely that anything. I mean, like that. It was incredibly unlikely that Mirror was in that dungeon. And at that point, I knew that it was a mirrorless seed. Basically, like I'm done with anything that requires a mirror. And if I wasn't, and if it was a weird pedestal seed situation, then that's a gamble I'm willing to take.
Oh, were you starting to think like maybe Sahasra might have had book 2?
Yeah, there were a couple things because was Ice Palace green pendant?
Swamp was actually.
Swamp was green. So yeah, I mean that's what I meant. Swamp was green. So really, it was kind of like, what are the odds that like maybe like silvers or butter? Like I was thinking that when I left Ice Palace, I was like, well, I got the hook shot, which means I'm basically in. Well, I needed the book to be in Go mode, but like basically I was a book away from Go mode at that point. If book was in Ice Palace, I would have been super bummed. But again, that was just a probability move where I just left the dungeon to go check the right side in Dark World of Death Mountain.
Yeah, that Death Mountain being like locked off for so long.
Well, that's killing me.
Not normal. Yeah.
It was killing me.
Super late Hera too.
There's so many items over there.
I'm this deep and I can't even get to Hera's tower. Like it was so weird.
Like you could do west side and that was it.
Yep.
No east side at all.
Yep. It was it was to the point where, I went up to Death Mountain a little earlier than I wanted to because I didn't have mirror and I was like, well, I got the lamp, I can check Old Man, I can check Spectacle Rock, and that's about it. And I mean, there were a couple weird gambles that I just said, hey, let's go see, and that didn't pay off, like going to Death Mountain early. But overall, I mean, I set PB by like 18 minutes. So
yeah, that's big. I mean, it took me like 3 hours to beat some of these feeds, and they're bad. Like both race seeds I did this week, with TGH, a bunch of people, they do it on their stream, and a bunch of them get together. It was like super late hook shot, and then I just routed like super wrong. So, but I've been coming from like the VT like 20-ish, like VT like 8, almost like VT 18 and later, from the spring tournament that happened, because that's when I got interested in randomizer for this game. And so I'm way more used to like being like, oh yeah, like overworld is like a really good gamble because you're so likely to get something in like almost everything you need in overworld, with a few things in dungeons. Whereas now it's not the case anymore.
Yeah, there are a lot of dungeon items, and working because at the end of the day it's still random, but it seems like the algorithm does put things in dungeons more likely than not. But at the same time, when you're thinking, okay, so there's one more item in Ice Palace versus the entirety of the right side in Dark World Death Mountain and Hera's Tower and Turtle Rock, like I'm willing to jet out of Ice Palace to go, especially when I kind of perceived that at that point I was behind. I was trying to kind of make up time by not doing the rest of Ice Palace.
And I think the biggest surprise though of VT26 is just how linear seeds can get sometimes.
Yeah, I was happy with this seed because it really wasn't that linear.
Yeah, and it was actually refreshing to be like, oh yeah, you can explore anywhere. It's pretty chill. You're not really worried about running out of locations. You'll eventually find something. Like you can make a lot of safe plays and still be likely to find something good. And it just happened to be exactly the case, with the exception of Ice Palace, and even then that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Cold Stare had it. That would have been. I mean, I've had mirror at Cold Stare twice now, I think. So
the run I commentated yesterday was it was like boots at Bongo's tablet, and then that locked bow, which then locked all Pod and Eastern, and then Pod ended up having something, but Eastern had Kane to go to Meyer. So all the stuff was locked behind boots. Also flippers, which were required for Ice Palace.
Oh my gosh.
It was nuts.
Man, that's
And then early game also was pretty linear for them too. They were only getting one item, which then locked another thing. So
yeah, I mean there were a couple weird mistakes that I made in this that I wish I hadn't, like going and buying the big bomb and forgetting I didn't have the hammer and couldn't go blow up the Pyramid Fairy. Getting stuck in Hera's. I don't know if you noticed what happened there.
Oh, we did. You can actually use Cane Samaria and throw the block down. And then
really?
Get out of there. If you don't have Cane, I'm pretty sure you're soft locked.
Dang, I didn't know that about the Cane. I was like, I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of this because that was a bummer. Because I was like, I can't not check Basement of Hera.
And it's funny because you may have had like Shovel, which would have maybe led you to Silvers.
No, I went and got it. I don't think it had anything.
Oh no, you're right. It only had like a rupee or a heart piece, I think.
Yeah, it had something. It had something really inconsequential, and I was kind of angry about it. I was like, I just wasted so much time basically doing the tile room twice.
But yeah, the Fat Fairy thing was funny because I also was like, oh yeah, well he can route Fat Fairy, and then I was like, oh wait, he doesn't have hammer.
No hammer.
Yep, and I've in the last few non-open seeds, it's been Aghanim every time, so I'm used to having the Aghanim portal too. But that requires mirror, so I still didn't have that available to me. It was just a mistake, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't cost me that much time. It did cost me rupees, which I had to go grind for rupees in order to get into pod. So there's a lot of little itty bitty time wastes that it was race brain for me, where I think too far ahead, and yeah.
Well, hey, excellent job nonetheless. You still finished in a good amount of time, considering like how truly Ice Palace may have been. Again, low 2 hours is definitely no joke for like secondary for sure.
Yeah, for the secondary tournament, I'm feeling like it's a pretty good time, especially for essentially a mirrorless seed.
And hey, you can learn from this, improve, and then like in no time you'll probably have a sub 2 hour seed. So
yeah, and I've had a sub 2 non-open. But I haven't had a sub 2 open yet, so that's that should be fun to get to. Now that I know, I think I can adjust my mirrorless game if I'm super deep into the seed and I know I don't have mirror. I just need to re-strategize around that. So yeah, no, it was a pretty good. Like I said, I PB'd by 18 minutes, so it's pretty good.
Well, hey, you got some fans here in the chat, so don't
nice.
be surprised if they follow you for your other races.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for tuning into my race, new fan.
Hey, thanks for coming on and joining the tournament. I'm excited to race and hopefully not do I'll do worse for sure, but hopefully not too much worse. So I need to get some practice in. So I'm going to be doing that as soon as I get off the mic.
Yeah, I was actually right before I went live. I was practicing Silverless Ganon, so that was.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I was like, okay, I prepared myself mentally for this. Yeah, so that was good. I still had a pretty bad Ganon fight, but for all things considered, that was only like my second Silverless Ganon I've done, so not too shabby.
Hey, he didn't fall either. JCopes actually did fall. So
I almost fell.
You've got that on him.
I came really close to falling, but I didn't fall. So yeah, no, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good seed. It was fun.
Well, once again, congrats again on finishing up. It's always great to finish, even regardless of what your place is. So, and in all things considered, you weren't too far behind either. So, just even with some extra checks, you played pretty great, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you both, actually. So.
Yeah, he had a sub too. What? That's pretty good.
He PB'd by a good amount of time too.
Yeah, he PB'd by 9 minutes. It says here in IRC. So
yeah, that might have been his first sub 2 hour seed.
That's a great race.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get off the mic, and I think we're gonna wrap things up. Flappy, it's a pleasure commentating with you.
You too.
Hopefully, we'll meet each other again on the mic. Gotta meme it up. Talk about Pokemon a bit more. Okay, we don't have to. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll actually run to a troll seed and then be like, oh man, there's a lot to talk about. But yeah, Weff, once again, congratulations, and good luck with the other races.
Hey, thanks a lot.
And Weff, I'm excited to race against you eventually. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. It looks like we have a race going on still in the in Randomizer Mania 2. I can actually check Twitch right now.
Yep, it's Philion versus Dr. J PhD.
You're way ahead of me on that one.
They're about an hour and a half into the race.
Well, give them some love. I'm Bash. I'm signing off. Thank you so much.
And make sure to follow all our racers in our race as well.
Yes, please do. Twitch.tv/WeffJebster and Twitch.tv/JCopes4Life. All right, good night, guys.
Good night.